no. Spilled tea on my sweater. My drink is over there. Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is another that to this. Right now I'm in the that phase. No makeup on or anything, unlike last time. And we are going, this one is just hello. I don't really have a super major plan on what to do. So we're just gonna see where inspiration takes us. Actually, you would probably have a better idea because you see the thumbnail. So you know what I'm about to do. I have no idea what I'm about to do. I'm gonna give myself a layer of Fix Plus. Second layer. Once the Fix Plus gets that like stickiness, it only works when you pat the Fix Plus into the face, kind of like feeling that the ingredient is changing. Something I learned from a Toronto makeup artist in the city at his masterclass that he had. I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of the, what is this? UV Light Strobe Cream. I'm just gonna focus it on my high points, just this area, and a little mini massage, because why not? I immediately turn red. Don't look at me too harshly, I'll also turn red, but it'll go away. So I have here my Pat McGrath Labs foundations. This is shade 2 and I cannot get anything out of this anymore. I posted a semi-rage bait short. If I hold it sideways, it won't come out. If I hold it up, it won't come out. So it's pretty much like I can't get the last drops of it. But I do have, from when I was trying to find my foundation shade, I have shade 4 and shade 1. And I've kind of been mixing them. That's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna take shade 1 and we're gonna do a pump and like 2 drops. And then for shade 4, you have to shake this foundation really well. I'm gonna do just like 4, 5, 6 drops. And I do want some coverage today, so I'm going in with a stubby. This is the 56 Sephora Pro. Give it a little mixy with the back of the brush. Fling foundation all over the table. And it's a pretty good match. It's not the best. I find the Pat McGrath Labs foundations, even with shade 2 that I normally wear, it's never a perfect match. I'm kind of re-entering my era of I don't really care about having a supreme perfect match because I think I finally decided that I have light olive skin because all foundations are always too pink, too yellow. And if I add a green color adjuster in it, that always makes it better. But I haven't owned a green color adjuster in I think a year now, because I was too greedy and I didn't want to spend money on it. I probably should get one again. The last one I had was the Makeup Forever redness corrector. It was so good. I don't use it as a primer. I actually put like how I did on my hand. I would then also put a couple drops of the Makeup Forever green, the green bottle one. And it always made like how this is just, it's just that little bit too of like the pink and yellow. Adding in the green really it just brings it forward. And I feel like it's because everyone is always so focused on undertone that we forget what presents to the world is your overtone. That's what most people will see when they look at your skin. But we never color match to the overtone. I don't know. I don't feel like doing concealer today, so I've taken it all the way up to my eye. This one is too tight. I'm just gonna take that one out. Since we've last, oh, that one's tight too. Ow. While my base is still kind of doing its self-setting, I'm gonna go in with the Pat McGrath Labs Blush Balm in Fleurotique on the same brush. Something new has happened since we've last spoke. I now have a straightening iron. I got it over, I think the day I uploaded last week was the same day we were running around because I had to bring a flower arrangement to my parents' place for Saturday Easter brunch. So we went to, no, it must have been Wednesday because when the flowers were delivered on Thursday, I already had the bowl. So Wednesday last week, I invested a whole $35 into a straightening iron. iron, which I have not owned since, well, not owned, but I haven't used for basically a decade. I'm going in with the Strobe liquid blush in Good Vibes. I think I actually still have a clip that I can insert of what I sent to a friend of trying to use a straight iron. I look crazy, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna blend the edges with a longer bristle. All of that to say that I straightened my hair today. I straightened now my baby bang area, which is always kind of like it wants to curl, but it can't curl in between hair types, this section especially. And I have found that flattening my hair can last about a day and a half. This baby hair section will go back to its regular texture much faster than this side. It's just something I'm now experimenting with. I'm just gonna blot my whole face. This will help remove foundation from anywhere I've maybe put too much. And it's just like a washable, you know, you've seen me use it for powdering my face too. Just like a reusable microfibery brush, not brush, cloth. And I'm gonna take my contour stick on my hand. What do I want? The Sephora 79. Pick some up on the bristles. One thing I'm unsure of with the flat iron, I don't really know how often I should use it in a week. So far, I've only been flat ironing at like 350 about. I think the first day where I was like trying it when we immediately got home, I had it on 410 and that was like really hot. So I've gone down since then. But if you flat iron your hair, just like let me know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just guessing and winging it, but it has definitely helped with the, if you watched my why am I regrowing my hair video that I posted I think a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was just last week, I don't know, time is meaningless, you'll know that I've been struggling with my hair density. I have like fine to medium hair, but it's just dense, so everything just gets so wide on my head. But since I've now been using the flat iron, I have found that the density problem of everything just gets so wide has gone away. And I don't know what magic is in a flat iron that makes it do that, and it takes away all of this like side volume. I don't know, but now it's like I can have sleek hair again. I do have a new makeup product for this, that to this to that. In PR last week, I got the new Maybelline SuperFluff Eyebrow Mousse. 4 shades that it comes in. It comes in soft brown, medium brown, deep brown, and black brown. There's no solid red, there's no solid blonde. They don't have a color for you guys yet. I'm assuming if it becomes a fan favorite product, they will start to extend the colors, because 4 colors for eyebrows isn't good enough. But as for the formula, I do find I reach for the medium brown more than the deep brown, but I like how cool tone the deep brown is. I wish these two had like a little baby in between them. I have learned from using this product, it's a really nice eyebrow mousse. And I still have the actual packaging here. And what it says is the look: softly volumized brows up to 24-hour wear, stiff resistant, flake resistant. Airy mousse volume diffuses into brow hair for natural looking fluffy volume, light as air feel, stiff resistant, flake resistant. Use SuperFluff Brow Mousse to fill, shape, and fluff the brows. Use the tip of the brush to fill in sparse areas for a fluffed up look. Brush upward. Now, what I will say is this does flake. This does flake. Absolutely. It is a very fast drying eyebrow product, and if you faff about too much, you do get little flakies on your skin, but they're very easy to brush away. Playing with this for about a week now. I think I got it last Tuesday it came in. So I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna talk through it, but I'll do it and then we will discuss. But this is the medium brown. So there's one eyebrow done. There's the other eyebrow done. You can see that it's very easy to flick the product off of the eyebrow if you get overzealous with it. But if you don't set your foundation, you can kind of just brush them away. If you've already set your face with powder, you have to use a brush and you have to be very gentle to get them off. It does get a little clumpy. I have found that going in with a secondary spoolie can help keep it not as clumpy. I'm not gonna say it is a user-friendly eyebrow experience because if you have to be that careful, it's not user-friendly. However, it's very easy to use after you've played around with it a few times, like I have. I'm gonna see if I add in more of the dimension with the deep brown, if I'll get the flaking I'm talking about. Problem with it now is I've used it so much, I know how it behaves and I can avoid. It's now in my muscle memory to not do what I have been doing. Like, it didn't really do it for me here, which is fine. You guys have to let me know personally if you prefer a full, true first impression where I haven't even touched the product versus do you prefer when someone uses a product for a little while and then can report back to you about what they do and don't like. Because I personally prefer the latter. I much prefer someone using a product for a week, a couple weeks, and then coming into camera and being like, hey, this has been my experience, rather than first impressions, because first impressions are, in my opinion, kind of moot. They don't really mean anything. Like with this brow mousse, I've now learned how it does and doesn't work, you know, and it's not fair to some brands either. Like, my opinion of this on a first impression was user error, but on a second, third, fourth, fifth attempt, because I've been using it every day, it's much different. Here we go. So here you can see that it does like to flake off if you go in with a pencil to fill in any areas that it might not catch, but you can easily brush it away. For me, that's not necessarily a game ender because I do have very structured eyebrows where I will always have little hair spots in the inside the cuticle that you can see. It'll never be fully perfect, so I don't really mind those tiny brown dots. What I have never experienced with this product is fallout. Like, if you think of a mascara flaking and falling, it doesn't do that. It's just once it dries, you cannot fiddle about with this product or it'll start to flake off of itself. But it's easy to clean up. And I do like this product more than the Express Brow, which this one is very wet. This one I believe they call a mascara, Fast Sculpt Mascara. This is very wet and kind of stains if you miss your hairs. This one being a mousse texture, it's so thick that it dries and flicks off just as easily as it goes on. I don't even know if I did my eyebrows evenly. Are they even? Is this camera even on me? Oh, that's better, isn't it? They're even enough for today. Don't look at them too hard. I wasn't paying attention. I was showing you how a product works. Okay, now we can powder our face. Today, I'm only gonna go in with the Pat McGrath Labs under eye, but I'm gonna use a little poofy and swirl and then press. Oh, I didn't contour my nose today. Who am I? I don't think we need to. And I'm just kind of placing the powder where I don't want shine to be. Just kind of avoiding my cheek area. Put some on my eyes so nothing really clings. And we're gonna use a powder brush. Just brush it all off. Let's do a throwback look. I'm gonna take the Taylor Gray paint pot and we're gonna start a halo eye. Put some here, here. Let's blend and on the outside. With a kohl liner, I'm now gonna add the depth. We don't need perfection because this gets blended too. What has everyone been, I'm just going over again until I get the depth I want, but what has everyone been watching? I haven't really been watching anything too new. I finished Got to Get Out on Disney Plus, which if you're in America, it's on Hulu, but for us, we get it on Disney Plus. It was fun, it was silly, it was filmed an hour outside of Toronto. Fun fact, we found the house. because that's what we do best. But after that, I just started rewatching You because I had the little notification pop up that the new and final season comes out, I think this week. I think it's on Friday it comes out, or maybe today, the day I'm uploading. And I used to watch that show all the time, but this being the last season, I kind of don't remember much about the like plot of the show because it took so long for all the seasons to come out. Like I started it in college and I haven't been in college for a long time, and it's just taken so long. I think they had a lot of problems with COVID, like most of Los Angeles, and then I'm sure they got affected by the writer's strike, or maybe they've had to do reshoots, like I don't really know. Cleaning up the edge. But I'm now on season 2, which is the one where he meets love, and that's all I'll say. And there's so many like subtle things that I never really remember seeing the first time round because it's such a heavy show in comparison to anything else. Most of those shows always have call outs to the past and present and future, but it's just been fun to rewatch and see these things. I wouldn't say that I'm like watching. I'm not like sitting and watching it. I'm one of those people who puts on talking for like cooking, cleaning, working on my computer. I just have like a video going in the background, but I'm not necessarily watching it. I'm one of those people. But I've been really enjoying rewatching it, as much of a disturbing show that it is. For the Sephora sale, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I got basically nothing. I got my beloved eyebrow pencils again from Sephora collection, and I got the shade 100 single eyeshadow from the Sephora collection. So I'm gonna take shade 100 into the center of our halo eye. I'm still playing around with it. In my new makeup April video, I think I thought I was gonna do a better job than I actually did, because my makeup in that video, if you haven't seen it, just click on it and just watch it for like 30 seconds to see what my makeup looked like, because it was not good. I was actually testing the difference between the Sephora collection eyeshadow and the Viseart white, but then the video didn't really turn out because I was like, they're like basically the same still on the eye. In swatches, the Sephora collection is far more pigmented and white, but like on the eye using it, it literally didn't matter. So that was like a failed video idea, and it was a disaster. So I didn't want to redo my makeup for the YouTube video, so that's why I look like that. Lesson learned. Don't try something new if you have still stuff to film. I'm now gonna dip into this shadow and this white to make a light gray that I can set the halo with. We want it to be set just enough so that the color stays. Now going in with black to deepen, but not so much that we don't get that cool girl greasy vibe going the longer we sit in it. My favorite dichotomy that I do is doing these like super intense eye looks in a sweater. Just in a sweater, nothing special. My outfit vibe never matches the makeup I do. I think it's funny when I have that happen. I'm just blending out with a clean brush. And now we have to add sparkle. So I'm going in with this Charlotte Tilbury shade that I took out of the Rock Chick palette, and we're placing it where our halo lies. I'm gonna see what happens. This might be a mistake, but I'm taking MAC Cobalt very lightly on my brush, and I just want to kiss under the brow. Kind of making a purple. I kind of made a purple shade. Didn't work. Let's do a red inner eye. Just doing a light mascara, and then with Lash Clash on a spoolie, I'm gonna do a second coat. I have said it previously in a short. I like taking Lash Clash on a spoolie because I find the one that YSL puts on the wand is way too big and it catches way too much product. So taking it off of their spoolie mascara wand just gives you way more control with the formula. For lips, What do I want to do? Let's take Acting Natural from MAC. And then we're going to take the Mina 501 Classic Beige. And then a real classic and go with Stone Lip Liner. There's the lip. Very ghouly this week. Here's a close-up shot. Cute. I have nowhere to go in this makeup. Oh well. I will have all of the products I used in my description box down below. If you liked this video, give it a like, a thumbs up so that I know that you liked it. You can also subscribe. That'd be super nice. I could pop up in your feed more often. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Both are Claire Cuckoo as well. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.